The NFL has reached the peak of its popularity ever since Roger Goodell became commissioner in 2006. However, the league is at a crossroads where it has to decide whether it wants to continue to sell out to the casual fan or appease to the hardcore fan. But what is it that's making the hardcore fan upset? The Pylon has that answer for you right now.
And it's almost coming into sight, and they're running out of time. Your decision on a dime has you gliding through the sky, and they're
praying that you fly on.
Didn't go as planned, but you knowing where to land, so you sticking out your hand while you hear the cheering.
Fans, commentators in the stands going in a freaking trance when you're
Praise to the Pylon.
For this subject, we can't just boil it down to one simple issue. There are a bevy of areas in which the NFL product has suffered. You got the mishandling and the inconsistency when it comes to suspensions, those particularly relating to domestic violence. The NFL fought tooth and nail with Tom Brady over Deflategate, yet tried to brush the Ray Rice and Josh Brown situations under the rug. You have the low quality matchups, particularly the Thursday night games, and the stars aren't quite performing up to par, and the league is sort of going through a transition phase when it comes to that subject. But there's one thing that really sticks out in my mind, and it's the basis of those last 2 points. Let me ask you this. Do you tune into the games to see a game-changing play by the players or a game-changing call by the referees? Referees are throwing out flags left and right like they're the stars of the show. They're policing the game to a point where players are actually being oppressed. We're going into week 10 and we already have over 2,000 penalties that have been called. We're on pace to have over 4,000 flags thrown by the end of the year. If you look at the amount of flags that have been thrown since 2009, you'll see the number has steadily gone up. Some years more flags have been thrown than the others, but the trend is going upwards, especially with what you can get flagged for nowadays. Everything in what is supposedly the roughest game in America can be penalized. An argument can be made that so many restrictions has led to a lower quality, watered down product. Reason being, players aren't playing free anymore. The flag has been key. Players in the back of their mind know that even the slightest misstep can be flagged and potentially cost their team the game. They say football is a game that is supposed to be played with controlled emotion, but no, nowadays the NFL is being played with restricted emotion, and it's because of the policing by the officials. And the worst part about it is that officials aren't even being consistent in their jobs. They've become so ticky-tacky with the calls, they've put even more pressure on themselves to get everything right. That's led to some actual clear-as-day penalties being missed. Instead of worrying about unsportsmanlike conduct and excessive celebration, Roger Goodell needs to sit down with the officials and actually identify what roughing the passer or what pass interference actually is, because those penalties are completely subjective to whoever has the flag in their pocket, and that's a problem.